Today's sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Tonight we begin week 8 with a good matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Something funny as hell. I gotta fucking play another fucking game.
On EA Sports. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds.
Like,
Wishing he had
this is my Ravens team, and I'm undefeated with these niggas.
Because not only do you get
I lose this shit, bro.
and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your
Might
team
hear
as you
something go
start the
through a
game.
window.
Now a handoff running through the middle. We'll get this up to about the 44. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He doesn't even feel like he's about to go my way already.
They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his right. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And now they'll run it here off tackle. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll try again, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Aaliyah, say mommy, it's time to lay down, okay?
Throwing Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Aaliyah.
A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal.
Chill out.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Turn it off.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Jones. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Looking to throw. Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Calais Campbell drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, Jackson. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And
that's a fucking dot. Holy shit, Lamar.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they just...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there
I just want to know if the Pats is fucking accurate, because the reason now he pissed off, I'm trying to get all these dirty-ass bad teams out the way.
In front by 3 touchdowns.
I'm trying to stay on one game
this
for
has
the
all
whole
the
night.
makings of a landmark day running the football. He scored 3 times now. We haven't hit the quarter break.
You think back to Alvin Kamara, Christmas Day 2020, 6 touchdowns, which tied Ernie Nevers, the Hall of Famer. He's halfway there already. Some fancy footwork in the early going.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
That would take some team.
And he'll just take a seat
I just don't want to play
at the 25-yard line.
All the niggas I find are fucking sweaty for no fucking reason. Dude.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set.
No, y'all bogus. Y'all not trying to let me get fucking
and maximize what you've been
just
doing.
wanted Romeo Dog. I
remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
From the 27, Jones. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I want to play him, bro. Like,
so
is he good? Is he
now,
good?
1st and 10.
Really
From the gun, it's Stevenson. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard.
He's
37.
just like he's the Chiefs.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
I mean, I know how to. I mean, my cover 4, it can contain one of them. All I do, I just follow the other.
A 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
See, but that's the thing. You can't. You gotta play over top of it.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to have.
You got with that shit, you got to predict his fucking route. That's what you
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it is 28-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
From the 41, Jones. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the draw is Stevenson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
I'm just trying to get done with this game and fucking at it.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones.
Oh, shit.
A pass underneath for Fournette, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
I don't have fucking Acrobat on my user. That sucks. I said in the league I'm the Ravens. I don't have Acrobat on my user.
Jones checking this down to Stevenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
I think I have something else other than fucking Acrobat. I don't think I'm able to get it.
Second
That's
and
probably why I don't
inches.
have it.
Jones.
That's a dot.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, 45 yards. And the Buccaneers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Succa. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Bitte. Dude.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Dude out here making Lamar look like a passer for him.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a huge lead, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson.
Oh,
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Troy Pride. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
From the 27, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Straight ahead at Stevenson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Jones picked by a familiar face, his Bama teammate Jalen Armour Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Hey, Topper.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
Oh, shit. How the fuck is Devin White?
It's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And some room to maneuver. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Stevenson gets it again on second down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after it.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Jones now throwing on fourth down. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Here's Stevenson, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ramondre Stevenson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs are able to at least get one score back. Extra point try now for Succop. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. They snap it at one. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Demarcus Robinson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to quit for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out.
I'm trying my best.
But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Yeah, bro, I just lost it. Ask Rusty. He was in here when I had my meltdown.
On 2nd and 12, Jones looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete.
Nah, bro.
Trying to dial up the
I
long
do need
way
to
out there.
because I didn't want the dude to fucking go to it and then be calling trash.
Expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Bro, Derwin James is ass, bro.
Now Jones on 3rd down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Set at the line for this next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off into 4th. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be up around the 45-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Odell Beckham, 43 yards. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the 4th quarter to grow that lead.
But I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Jones on first down, being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw again. Jones flushed out right. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Here's Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Looking to throw. Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Here's Jackson to return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Jones on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
What do they do?
Jones now throwing to start the drive. He's got him in, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jones. He's got Otten. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Adafe Owe in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Ravens,
they continue to